Depressionquest is a fictional interactive game designed to show those who suffer from depression that they are not alone, and to educate those who may not understand the illness and what it can do to people. Overall, the goal of Depressionquest is to spread awareness. The first page of the game includes a quote from American novelist David Foster Wallace, who struggled with depression his entire life. The site does not state this information, but the inclusion of David Foster Wallace out of the gate sets a somber tone. The background of each page throughout the site resembles a stone or marble surface of some sort, things that are both cold to the touch, which adds some depth to the two-dimensional medium. Also, the first page includes 3 Polaroids. The one that is front and center is a photo of a sunrise through the window of a dark room, creating a sense of detachment from things that are universally positive, such as a sunrise. The Polaroids are a recurring theme, and the picture in the front always represents what you are doing in the story. However, as your depression strengthens throughout the game, familiar photos become fuzzy and harder to see, adding to the sense of detachment that was established on the first page. At the end of each page, you are faced with a decision. On the first question, you are given 4 options, not including the choice that your depression, which is in its almost undetectable stage, has crossed out for you using a bright red line to emphasize the fact that the most socially obvious choice is not a reality for you. But as you continue through the story, your depression cancels out more and more, eventually leaving you with no choice but the one that will somehow negatively affect your life. Another recurring aspect of each page is the summary at the bottom, with 2 things always staying constant: the fact that you are not seeing a therapist and that you are not on medication, something that the creators of Depressionquest clearly advocate for those experiencing depression. The summaries are always placed over a bed of static, which adds to a feeling of disorientation or some sort of misconnection that depression can cause. The music featured in Depressionquest is largely atmospheric, combining ambient room noises with a droning sound. The main sound component of Depressionquest is the droning music that plays on each page whether or not there are other sounds. The droning music starts to incorporate the sound of waves as your depression grows stronger. This creates a feeling of being overwhelmed. Depression can swell, gain momentum, and swallow you, much like a wave. This game gives you many choices which can send you down a bunch of different paths. However, you always end up at the same place. Depressionquest gives you the illusion of choice. The depressing pages may be put on hold as you take a detour in the form of a good decision or 2. But the depression always finds a way to back you into a corner, leading you to the same ending of admitting that you have depression, which you can tell from this nightmare of a sitemap. Something else you can gather from the sitemap is the presence of variability as a core principle in Depressionquest. There are plenty of avenues you can travel throughout the game in order to complete the experience. Another core principle in Depressionquest is modularity. Previously discussed elements such as text, images, and sounds all come together to create the experience that the creators of Depressionquest intended. Depressionquest makes it clear that there is no ending. The battle against depression is constant, and it always needs to be worked on.